This week, our beautiful sun, the sun within us, our consciousness, is activating gate 47 in the I Ching and Gene Keys. This frequency is activating a genetic codon within our DNA that is stimulating our consciousness field. The theme of the life this week, the transformational path of this frequency, moves from the shadow of oppression to the highest frequency of transfiguration, and it's via the path of transmutation. Before we go over the intellectual understanding of this frequency, let's take a quick peek at the human design holographic body graph to better understand this frequency, this energy from within us, from within our body this week. So the sun this week is activating gate 47. Gate 47 is located right over here in the Ajna Center. The Ajna Center is also known as the Mind Center. It's our cognitive awareness center. It's different than the Crown Center. This is where the Crown Center is. The Crown Center is where we get downloads of inspiration and great ideas. But the Ajna Center is where we process everything downloaded from the Crown Center, from ideas to concepts and details and answers. Now, gate 47 at the shadow is oppression, adversity. It's our karmic DNA. And this energy is putting a huge pressure to interpret and conceptualize past experiences. It's about creating a whole concept from abstract energy of sensing from the past. So the sun this week is activating gate 47, which automatically activates its earth, its programming partner, its exact opposite frequency in the sky, which is gate 22. Now, the best way to understand it, the earth is the manifestation, what we see. The sun is the illumination. So gate 22 is located in the solar plexus, our emotional awareness center. Gate 22 at the shadow is dishonor. At the highest frequency, it's graciousness. This energy is about being open to hear the emotional wishes of the community. It's moody, so it either pushes towards socializing or withdrawing, isolating. Now, gate 22 creates a quantum field channel with gate 12 in the throat center, which is manifestation energy. So this week's energy suggests that we may face and be confronted with challenging karmic conversations or difficult things that we may hear, which can trigger intense emotional sensations within the body that may cause us to feel oppressed or facing adversity. I would empower you to own it, feel it fully, feel each sensation deep within your body and breathe all the way down to your belly, in and out, so you can release it from within you and transmute the energy and trust that clarity will come in divine timing. In the original I Ching, the 47th hexagram has to do with how we face adversity. One of its main images is of a dried up well or ditch. So the suggestion here is when we face adversity in an open way, we eventually are led to the hidden meaning of it all. Because the next hexagram, the next I Ching, the next frequency is the gate 48, which is the wisdom well. So the dilemma of the 47th shadow is ownership. So whenever we face adversity gracefully by owning it rather than denying it or deflecting it, we find the fresh bubbling spring inside it. The 47th I Ching Gene Key is fascinating, and it points to one of the greatest problems of humankind: the issues and purpose of suffering. And most people live the life not even realizing that they're suffering. We unconsciously escape feeling it in so many different ways. Whether it's our work or our distractions, our senses, or a multitude of projections in the mind of the world or those around us. So rare is the human that has the courage to look deep inside the nature of his or her suffering. The fact is, you only come face to face with your suffering when you embrace your aloneness. You have to look within. And when you do, you are face to face and meet the 47th shadow. And that's when you begin to claim ownership of your suffering. It's wired inside us. This is what the ancients refer to as karma. And in the Gene Keys, we call it junk DNA. Let's explore this for a moment because karma is a misunderstood term. Karma, in my perspective, it belongs to the collective, not the individual, even though it is created by the individual. As we live the life, we're accumulating positive and negative karma. Positive karma rises up to our higher subtle bodies, and negative karma flows out to the world of manifestation, of form. What we call negative karma is really low frequency vibration, the shadow quantum field. It's actually imprinted in our DNA as ancestral memory, and that ancestral memory is passed down through the bloodlines. So every human body comes wired with ancestral karmic patterns that are collective in nature rather than personal. So your human body carries its own karma, but it has nothing to do with your essence, which is pure. The essence inside you simply requires that kind of karma in order to live out your incarnation drama. So we each get to write a word or a line in this great story, the life. And a great life maybe has a whole paragraph. In a life where we are a victim to our shadow, we might just be a punctuation mark. So what I'm getting at here is that oppression is universal. It comes with the vehicle, the body. It is not possible to find a vehicle that doesn't have a history, at least not yet. That's coming. And your history is exactly what you need for your script, your movie, the life. And you need to own it while you're here. It contains just the right amount of ingredients and challenges to match the amount of positive karma that you have accumulated throughout your lifetimes. In honesty, at more expanded levels of consciousness, there is no individual soul or lifetimes. At the bottom line, your oppression, the particular nuances, the flavors of your suffering and karma in this lifetime are exactly equivalent to the greatness of your inner light. The final thing to note about the 47th shadow is that it's always externalized through the life until you turn inward. So most people manifest their karma externally and wonder why this is happening to them, and that's why they feel oppressed. And they don't own their own karma, and therefore they become a victim of it. I do have to say that there are some that carry such powerful collective karma in their DNA, so that the journey through it become an inspiration to others. They fall into a different category, but usually when you turn inward and meet it before it externalizes the karma as a seed, your awareness disables the karma and transmutes it before it has a chance to manifest externally. And that's why it's said that meditation and sacred practice burns karma. It's your awareness, it's your breathing, it's your presence to this moment that burns the karma. That's the mystery of alchemy. But you have to own the shadow that you carry, even though it's not you at all. It just comes with the vehicle, with the body. The 47th gift, the way to alchemize the shadow and raise the vibration, transmutation. This 47th gene key, I Ching, captures the essence of the transformational journey through the frequency band so profoundly. Every shadow contains a gift, and the gift of transmutation happens more and more as you enter the present moment. Once you become aware of your suffering, of your oppression, it becomes more and more intensified and clear to you. It's like when you begin meditation. In the beginning, it could be very difficult because you become aware at the restlessness of the mind. Wherever you go, there it is inside you, a deep longing to remember something, but it's always outside your reach. At the gift frequency, we rise and fall in and out of the shadow as the karma becomes transmuted. The heat that is released from the transmutation gives us the lift that raises the frequency to higher and higher terraces. So in many ways, these terraces are like subtle bodies that gradually become purified and refined. So transmutation is an ongoing process that has many landings, plateaus. And these plateaus are referred to mystically as the initiations. And many mutations equal a transmutation. So in other words, many small breakthroughs lead to a big breakthrough as more and more trapped, oppressed light gets released from within our DNA. And this is how our shadow drives the evolution that shapes the life story, the life's work. As contemplation moves deeper inside us, it begins to reach out to the Siddhic realm, the highest frequency, which turns and transforms to absorption. Absorption is an ongoing chemical and molecular process that is irreversible. As the cities, the highest frequencies begin to suck you into the gravitational field. So the genius of the 47th gift is that it thrives at adversity. So at the higher reaches, the higher expressions of this energy, it really embraces challenges with delight, with pleasure, because it knows that when another shadow appears, it contains more light. You welcome them. You draw them deeper and deeper inside you with graciousness. The programming partner of Gate 47 is Gate 22, which at the gift level is graciousness. All transmutation happened through the belly. Here is where the karma is burned away through our DNA and transformed. And this is why we keep returning down to the belly over and over and over again when we're breathing, because this is where it's all happening. So if you have the 47th I Ching, gene key, in your energetic signature, then you have an interesting script hidden away in your DNA, and you have some work to do. Because you incarnated with a vehicle that is designed to overcome adversity by drawing it inside yourself, by owning it fully, facing it, feeling it, and finally releasing the light from within. And there's one great key to this. Adversity takes time. It takes a long time to burn away all the ancestry anguish that we carry. Your body and the life may even become the battlefield for it to play out in. But you have to trust the process. What film, book, drama, or great story about overcoming adversity doesn't take forever to conclude? It's always, though, at the end, at the finale. The 47th city, the highest frequency, transfiguration. All great stories, all true great stories end in redemption. There's always a period of innocence, the great trials, the initiations where we're tested to our limit. And then there's atonement, the victory. The word transfiguration is referred to Christ's ascension on the cross, and it's so much more than just symbolic. Each of the 64 cities, the 64 highest frequencies, bring about transfiguration because they each show us our original face. The face before you were born into form. They mystically change you. I empower you this week to create space, get to higher awareness, notice your thoughts, feel all the sensations fully that come up in the body this week, and shine the light of awareness this week to any suffering, any adversity that you see in your outer reality, in your awareness, and own it by feeling it fully. Feel each sensation fully within your body and breathe into it all the way down to your belly so you can transmute the energy from within you. Be blessed.